Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news today. We're diving deep into some of the most intriguing NFL rumors swirling around the league. Rumors that could very well reshape the NFC East, and more specifically, have profound implications for the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL is always a game of chess, especially when it comes to roster moves, cap management, and strategic rebuilds. And right now, a very interesting piece is on the table involving the New York Jets, a team that's been trying to find its footing after a rocky start to the 2025 season. You see, the Jets, currently sitting at a 2-5 record, are considering a bold move that could send shockwaves through the league, and more importantly, significantly affect the Cowboys' prospects for a deep playoff run. What's the move? Well, reports from league sources like Adam Schefter suggest that the Jets are eyeing a trade that could send their all-pro cornerback, Sauce Gardner, to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. Now, this isn't just about swapping players. This is about a strategic rebuild, a cap maneuver, and a move that could redefine the secondary of both teams. The Jets, with a mere $13 million in cap space, are looking to free up around $12 million by dealing Gardner, who is just 25 years old but already established as one of the elite corners in the league. Gardner, a first-round pick in 2022, has quickly made a name for himself with his incredible coverage skills, his ability to shut down top receivers, and his knack for making game-changing plays. Just look at his stats: 12 interceptions, 48 pass deflections, 162 tackles, and a PFF grade of 87. 9, placing him among the top cornerbacks in the league. He's a player who can lock down the best receivers, and in 2025 he already has 4 interceptions, ranking him in the top 10 among cornerbacks. His speed is elite too, with a 4.28 40-yard dash, and his ability to cover man-to-man is exceptional, with an 82% success rate. So why would the Jets consider such a move? Well, after losing Aaron Rodgers to injury and facing a rebuild with a young quarterback at the helm, they're looking to strengthen the offensive line with youth and draft picks. Plus, by trading Gardner, they'd free up cap space to invest in other areas, including the development of their young offensive line. But it's not just about cap space, it's about the future. Gardner's contract extension for 2026, worth around $16 million, is a significant cap hit, and the Jets are probably weighing whether they want to commit long-term to a player who might be more valuable for a contender than a rebuilding team. And here's where it gets even more interesting for Dallas fans. Gardner's presence in the Cowboys' secondary could be a game-changer, especially considering the current state of the Dallas defense. Through the first 7 games of the season, Dallas is sitting at 3-4, and while their pass rush has been fantastic, racking up 20 sacks, making it one of the top units in the league, the secondary has shown some vulnerabilities. With Trevon Diggs currently sidelined due to concussion and knee issues, the Cowboys' secondary has been exposed, especially in coverage against top-tier receivers. Gardner, if acquired, would step in as a lockdown corner, a true game winner in the secondary, capable of neutralizing the best receivers the NFC East has to offer, including the Eagles' top targets, which would be huge in those critical divisional matchups. Imagine a Dallas defense that not only has Micah Parsons wreaking havoc on the pass rush, but also a corner like Gardner locking down one side of the field. His ability to perform in man coverage, success rate of 82%, and his tendency to limit YAC to just 3.9 yards per reception make him a perfect fit. His presence would allow Dallas to be more aggressive in blitz packages, trusting that Gardner can hold down the perimeter. Plus, with his history of 0 injuries in 2025, he's a reliable option who could provide stability in a secondary that's been somewhat inconsistent, especially during Diggs' absence. Now, it's essential to consider the broader implications. The Cowboys' defense, already ranked 22nd in points allowed, giving up over 24 points per game, could see a significant boost. Adding Gardner would not only improve their coverage numbers, but also help reduce the points allowed per game to around 20, making them a much more formidable unit in the playoffs. It's no secret that the defense has been the cornerstone of Dallas's recent success, with Parsons leading the way as a relentless pass rusher. But to truly contend for a Super Bowl, consistency in coverage is vital, and Gardner could be that missing piece, a player who elevates the entire unit. And speaking of the playoffs, this move could be the difference maker in the NFC. The Cowboys' odds of winning Super Bowl LXI currently sit at plus 8,000, but with Gardner in the fold, those odds could improve dramatically, potentially down to plus 3,500. Having a lockdown corner against top NFC offenses, especially in a playoff setting, cannot be overstated. Think about the matchups. Facing the Eagles or the 49ers, having a player like Gardner who can contain their top receivers would be invaluable. Plus, in the NFC East, where division rivalry games often determine playoff positioning, a player of Gardner's caliber could be the X-factor that swings the balance in Dallas's favor. But let's not forget the historical context. The Cowboys have a long-standing tradition of building a tough, resilient defense. From the days of Deion Sanders to recent stars like Trevon Diggs, Dallas's defensive legacy has always been about locking down opponents and creating turnovers. Gardner, with his impressive stats and elite skill set, fits perfectly into that mold. His potential addition would echo the legacy of great Cowboys corners of the past and set the stage for a new era of defensive dominance. It's about creating a defensive fortress, a team that's hard to beat, especially when the offense is clicking with Prescott at the helm, spreading the ball around to Lamb and the other playmakers. Now, some might be skeptical about the trade, questioning whether the Jets are truly willing to part with such a key player so early in his career. After all, Gardner's youth and talent make him a cornerstone piece for any team. But in the NFL, especially in today's league, cap flexibility and draft capital often outweigh the value of a single player, particularly if that player's future is uncertain or if the team is in rebuild mode. The Jets, with only a few years left on Rodgers' contract and a need to develop their younger players, might see this as an opportunity to accelerate their rebuild, even if it means parting with a star like Gardner. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this is an opportunity to strike a deal that could pay dividends for years to come. Adding a player like Gardner isn't just about improving this season. It's about establishing a defensive identity that can sustain success deep into the playoffs and possibly beyond. It's about taking a step closer to that elusive sixth Super Bowl ring, a quest that has defined the franchise for decades. With Parsons leading the pass rush and Gardner locking down the secondary, Dallas could become one of the most feared defenses in the league, capable of shutting down high-powered offenses and making a serious run at the title. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade actually happens. Rumors are swirling, and as the deadline approaches on November 4th, things could heat up quickly. The NFL is a league of surprises, and moves like this, big, bold, strategic, are what make it so exciting. If the Cowboys manage to land Gardner, it will send shockwaves through the league and give Dallas fans even more hope for a deep playoff push. It's a move that could cement their status as a true championship contender, especially if they can tighten up their secondary and reduce those big plays that have haunted them this season. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Gardner would be the perfect fit for this defense? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in the star on Sundays? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights on this story, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We're on this journey together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our team. Let's keep the faith, keep supporting our Cowboys, and get ready for what could be a truly exciting end to the 2025 season. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys.